she had nothing to do with the names we had picked out. All our Zippy, Zadie, and Zoe options evaporated in the face of this calm, queen-like creature. Marty and I fretted over names for 2 days before settling on the classic Catherine Elizabeth. Because Elizabeth came from my grandma, we threw in Marty's grandma's name too. Catherine Elizabeth Jean. A big name for a little baby. One thing I should tell you, Ange. Uh-oh. Yes? You remember Catherine? Of course I remembered Catherine. Marty's ex-girlfriend. The one he was dating when he and I first met. First got drunk and had sex on someone's lawn at training camp in Fort Lauderdale. First fell in love. Yes, I remember Catherine. Her middle name is Elizabeth. Catherine Elizabeth. He stressed each name as if in my postpartum bliss I might miss the connection. His girlfriend. Our daughter. Despite the possibility that Marty's ex would think we named our child after her, Catherine Elizabeth Jean stuck. I've never met a Catherine I didn't like. Already in those earliest days of Catherine Elizabeth Jean's existence, I could feel the fluid and fast details of life hardening into narrative. My euphoric insistence that I loved giving birth and wanted 6 babies. The South African doctor assuring Marty that, of course, a 40-year-old woman, mother of a newborn and a toddler, didn't really want 6 more babies. They all get a little crazy after the birth. Take her home. She'll settle down. The stranger walking the hospital halls with a tiny, dark-haired creature tucked into his chest and his shoulder. This is the best part of life, he told Marty. Our 4th, and still the very best part. Before I'd even left the hospital, I'd already begun repeating stories, committing them to memory, weighting them with significance. By the time the nurses brought me my redhead so I could finally hold her, I'd recovered from a night of missed sleep, and baby Catherine Elizabeth Jean had learned to be alone. We seized upon that self-reliance, a useful skill in a second child, as her defining characteristic. Ollie went to daycare during that first year of his sister's life, and our angelic girl slept beside me all day long while I wrote, completing a PhD dissertation with unexpected ease. The months galloped by, and soon she was looking up at me from her bassinet, declaring with perfect clarity, "Poor baby tired, milky night-night." Did that baby just ask to go to bed? Well, yeah, I would laugh. Poor baby is tired. She wants her milky night-night. I would give her a bottle, tuck her in, and not see her again until morning. The first time I took her to a storytime circle, the leader read us a counting book. In a pause, my sweet little baby clapped her hands together and said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any response I could think of felt like a brag, so I continued to stare straight ahead, waiting for the reading to continue. But I did hear the mother behind me whisper, "That's not right. That baby just counted to 10. I can tell these kinds of stories about my daughter ad infinitum. The way she coordinated her outfits for school with such confidence, even if the coordinates made sense only to her own creative mind. The way she straight-lined down steep mountains by the age of 7, while I skied behind her yelling, "Slow down!" The way she always refused offers of help with a firm, "I do it." We took her on her first overnight tenting trip before she turned 2, and she did so well we named her Katie Camper Super Duper. After each subsequent success, we added to her name, Katie Camper Super Duper Awesome Skier. Katie Camper Super Duper Awesome Skier Tidy Printer. Katie Camper Super Duper Awesome Skier Tidy Printer Brilliant Artist. Within weeks, we struggled to say the name in one breath. By the age of 3, it took us nearly a minute to pronounce the whole thing. I wonder when I first realized the inadequate, one might even say fictional, nature